Welcome, dear listener. Tonight we'll drift together into the vast, gentle mysteries that live beyond our earthly home. As your breath begins to slow and deepen, imagine yourself floating weightlessly beneath a canopy of infinite stars, each one a tiny lantern lighting your path toward rest. You don't need to follow every word I speak. You don't need to remember every detail or understand every concept. Simply let this story carry you like a warm cosmic wind, lifting you away from the concerns of today and into the peaceful embrace of the universe's quiet secrets. Tonight, we journey with the James Webb Space Telescope, that magnificent golden eye that humanity sent to peer deeper into space than we ever dared before. But this isn't a story of shocking discoveries or alarming revelations. This is a gentle exploration of wonder, a soft meditation on the beautiful mysteries that surround us in the velvet darkness of space. Before we begin this peaceful journey together, if you're finding comfort in these words, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And in the comments below, share with our sleepy community which country you're listening from and what time it is where you are. It's beautiful to imagine all of us scattered across this spinning world, united under the same starlit sky, finding rest together. Let your eyelids grow heavy now. Feel your body sinking deeper into whatever soft surface supports you. Your breathing is becoming slower, more rhythmic, like gentle waves against a cosmic shore. Tonight, the universe itself will be your lullaby. In the deep silence of space, 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, something magnificent floats in the eternal night. Picture it now, this golden flower of human curiosity, unfolding its petals of mirrors to catch the oldest light in the universe. The James Webb Space Telescope hangs there like a sleeping giant's dream made real. Its golden mirrors, each one polished to impossible perfection, reflect not just starlight, but the very essence of wonder itself. Imagine these mirrors as 18 golden pools, each one perfectly still, perfectly calm, waiting to gather the whispered stories that light carries across the cosmos. Feel yourself drifting now, floating gently through the vacuum of space toward this beautiful sentinel. There's no cold here in your imagination, no harsh emptiness, only the warm embrace of infinite possibility. The telescope's mirrors shimmer like water touched by moonlight, and in their reflection you can see not just distant galaxies, but the peaceful depths of your own relaxation growing deeper with each breath. As you float closer, notice how the telescope seems to breathe with a rhythm all its own. Its instruments hum with the quiet song of discovery, but it's a gentle melody, like a mother humming to her child. This isn't the urgent, demanding voice of science racing toward answers. This is the patient, loving whisper of curiosity itself, content to wait eons for the universe to share its secrets. The telescope's golden eye turns slowly, gracefully, toward regions of space so distant that their light has been traveling toward us since before Earth knew the touch of water, since before the first star learned to sing. But tonight, we're not concerned with the violence of stellar birth or the drama of cosmic collision. Tonight, we're here for the gentle stories, the quiet revelations that come only to those who know how to listen with soft hearts and relaxed minds. Imagine the telescope as a meditation teacher, showing us how to look without grasping, how to observe without judgment, how to receive the gift of knowledge with the same peaceful acceptance that space itself shows as it holds every star, every planet, every grain of cosmic dust in its vast, embracing arms. Your breathing has synchronized now with the slow, measured scanning of this golden eye. In as it gathers ancient photons, out as it processes their stories into images of impossible beauty. You don't need to understand how infrared sensors work or how mirrors focus light across impossible distances. You only need to feel the gentle rhythm of discovery, the soft pulse of wonder that connects all seekers of truth across all of time. Let the telescope's patient gaze become your own. Feel yourself settling deeper into rest as this cosmic eye continues its eternal vigil, watching over the universe with the same gentle attention that a loving parent watches over a sleeping child. In the deep quiet of your relaxation, let your mind drift to a time before time, to the gentle moments after creation first whispered itself into existence. The James Webb Telescope has become humanity's way of listening to these ancient whispers, catching echoes of light that have been traveling toward us across distances so vast that numbers lose all meaning. Picture yourself floating in a warm, dark sea of space, surrounded by the softest imaginable darkness. This isn't the frightening darkness of the unknown, but the comforting darkness of the womb, the gentle darkness of closed eyelids, the peaceful darkness of perfect rest. And in this darkness, tiny sparks of light dance like fireflies on a summer evening, each one carrying a message from the very beginning of everything. These are the cosmic microwave background radiations, the universe's first baby pictures, the gentle afterglow of creation itself. Imagine them as whispered lullabies from the cosmos, each photon a note in an infinite song of becoming. Your breath grows deeper as you listen to this cosmic lullaby, feeling yourself cradled in the same vast arms that once held nothing but possibility and watched it bloom into everything. The James Webb Telescope receives these whispers with infinite patience. Its instruments don't strain or struggle to hear these faint signals. Instead, they wait, as still and receptive as a mountain lake at dawn, allowing the universe's stories to settle gently onto their surface like morning mist. Feel this same patience growing within you now. Your body is learning the telescope's way of being. Alert but not tense, receptive but not grasping, aware but not anxious. Just as the telescope allows starlight to find its way naturally to its golden mirrors, you're allowing sleep to find its way naturally to your relaxed mind and body. In the telescope's view, galaxies appear not as violent explosions of matter and energy, but as gentle spirals of light, turning slowly like cosmic flowers, blooming in the garden of space. Each galaxy is a meditation, a slow motion dance of billions of stars moving together in perfect, unhurried harmony. There's no rush in these cosmic movements, no urgency, no deadline to meet. Everything unfolds in its own perfect time, in its own natural rhythm. Imagine yourself as one of these galaxies now, your thoughts and worries slowly settling into a natural spiral pattern, becoming more organized, more peaceful, more beautiful with each gentle turn. Your breathing follows this galactic rhythm, slow, steady, eternal. Your heartbeat becomes the quiet pulse at the center of your personal galaxy, drawing all your scattered energies into a single, peaceful center. The telescope shows us that even in the apparent emptiness of space, there's a fullness beyond imagination. Dark matter weaves invisible threads between visible worlds, creating a vast web of connection that holds everything in place. You too are part of this web, connected to every star, every planet, every grain of cosmic dust by invisible threads of belonging that stretch across all of creation. Tonight, as you rest, you're not separate from the universe the telescope observes. You are the universe observing itself, consciousness looking back at its own cosmic origins through human eyes that are slowly, gently closing in peaceful surrender to sleep. Deep in your growing tranquility, let your awareness expand like the universe itself once did, not in a sudden burst, but in a slow, gentle unfolding that feels as natural as breath, as inevitable as sleep. The James Webb Telescope has shown us that space is not empty but full, not chaotic but structured, not frightening but infinitely beautifully organized. Picture the cosmic web that the telescope reveals. Vast filaments of dark matter stretching across billions of light years, connecting galaxy clusters like pearls on invisible strings. But see this not as a cold mechanical structure, but as the universe's nervous system, a vast network of cosmic awareness where every star's birth sends gentle ripples through the fabric of space-time itself. Your own nervous system is settling now into harmony with these cosmic rhythms. Feel the gentle electrical impulses traveling along your nerves, carrying messages of relaxation to every cell in your body. Just as the cosmic web connects distant galaxies, your nervous system connects every part of your body in a network of perfect communication, all of it now whispering the same message: rest, peace, let go. The telescope's instruments detect not just light, but gravitational waves, the gentle vibrations in space-time itself caused by massive objects moving in cosmic harmony. These waves wash over everything, including you, carrying the rhythm of the universe directly into your bones, your blood, your breathing. You're being massaged by the universe itself, rocked to sleep by gravitational lullabies that have been singing for billions of years. In the telescope's deepest observations, we see the pillars of creation, vast columns of star-forming gas and dust that stretch across light years of space. But tonight, see them as they truly are. The universe's way of dreaming new possibilities into existence. Each pillar is a cosmic meditation, matter and energy coming together in slow, patient alchemy to birth new suns, new worlds, new opportunities for wonder. Your imagination becomes one of these pillars now. Feel yourself as a vast, gentle column of possibility, slowly condensing dreams and hopes and peaceful thoughts into new realities. There's no hurry in this cosmic creation. Stars take millions of years to form, and your deepest rest is also a process that unfolds in its own perfect time. Notice how the telescope never forces its discoveries. It simply positions itself in the right place, points itself in the right direction, and waits with infinite patience for the universe to reveal its secrets. This is the same attitude your body and mind are taking towards sleep now, positioning themselves in comfort, pointing themselves toward rest, and waiting with complete trust for sleep to reveal itself naturally. The telescope shows us binary star systems, two suns dancing around each other in gravitational embrace, their light blending into something more beautiful than either could create alone. Feel your conscious and unconscious minds beginning this same dance now, circling each other in gentle spirals, your waking awareness and your sleeping wisdom coming together in perfect balance. As galaxy clusters drift through space like islands of light in an ocean of darkness, your thoughts are becoming like these distant island universes, beautiful but separated by vast spaces of peaceful emptiness. The space between your thoughts is growing larger, quieter, more restful. Soon, these islands of awareness will be so far apart that you'll find yourself floating in the pure, gentle darkness between them, cradled in the same cosmic silence that holds every star. In the deep waters of your relaxation, where conscious thought dissolves like sugar in warm tea, let your awareness drift to one of the universe's most beautiful mysteries, the way light itself carries the story of time and distance in its gentle colors. The James Webb Telescope sees in infrared light that warm, invisible glow that every living thing radiates simply by existing. Right now, your body is glowing with this same soft infrared light, a warm aura of life that the telescope would recognize as kin. You are, in this moment, part of the same family of glowing things that includes every star, every planet, every grain of dust in the cosmic web. When light travels across the vast distances of space, it grows tired, stretches out, shifts toward the red end of the spectrum like a runner slowing down at the end of a marathon. This red shift tells us how far away things are, how long their light has been traveling to reach us. But tonight, think of it not as scientific data, but as the universe's way of sending us bedtime stories, each photon arriving drowsy and warm after its long journey across the cosmos. The most distant galaxies appear to us as deep red, their light stretched by billions of years of travel until it reaches us like a cosmic yawn, tired and ready for rest. These ancient galaxies are already sleeping, their light arriving at our golden telescope like whispered dreams from the universe's childhood, when everything was younger, smaller, closer together, more intimate. Feel your own light beginning to redshift now, your bright, active thoughts of the day slowly stretching out, becoming longer, slower, warmer. The high-frequency worries and rapid-fire concerns of your waking mind are shifting down into the gentle, peaceful red frequencies of rest. Your thoughts are becoming like that ancient galactic light, soft, warm, drowsy, ready to settle into the peaceful darkness of sleep. The telescope observes this red-shifted light with perfect acceptance, never trying to change it back to blue, never wishing it were brighter or more energetic. It receives each tired photon with the same gentle welcome, understanding that this stretching, this slowing down, this shift toward red is not a failure but a natural and beautiful part of the cosmic journey. Your breathing is red-shifting too, each breath becoming longer, deeper, warmer than the last. The spaces between your breaths are growing like the spaces between galaxies, comfortable expanses of peaceful nothing where rest can flourish like flowers in an infinite meadow. In the deepest space, the telescope shows us galaxies so old that their light started its journey when the universe was just a child, barely 1 billion years old. These are not violent, chaotic places, but gentle nurseries where the first stars learned to shine, where matter first learned to gather itself into islands of light in the cosmic sea. Imagine yourself now as one of these ancient, peaceful galaxies, your edges softened by time and distance, your light grown gentle and red with the wisdom of eons. You are both very old and very young simultaneously, old with the accumulated peace of cosmic time, young with the fresh wonder of eternal becoming. The red shift tells us that everything in the universe is moving away from everything else, not in fear or loneliness, but in a slow, graceful expansion that gives each star, each galaxy, each conscious being more space to exist, more room to breathe, more freedom to be exactly what it is meant to be. Feel this expansion happening in your own being now. Your sense of self is gently expanding, becoming less concentrated, more diffuse, more at peace with taking up exactly the amount of space you need. The boundaries between you and the rest of the universe are red-shifting too, becoming softer, warmer, less defined, until you're not sure where you end and the cosmic peace begins. In the deepening quiet of your cosmic journey, let your attention drift to the universe's most faithful timekeepers, those spinning lighthouse beacons called pulsars that sweep their beams across space with the regularity of cosmic heartbeats. Imagine a neutron star compressed to impossible density, spinning hundreds of times per second, sending out beams of radio waves that sweep across the galaxy like the beam from a lighthouse. But don't think of this as frantic or urgent. Think of it as the universe's way of keeping time, of maintaining rhythm, of providing a cosmic metronome for all the slower dances of creation. Your own heart is learning this pulsar rhythm now, not speeding up to match those rapid, stellar spins, but finding the deeper, slower pulse that underlies all cosmic time. Just as pulsars are the collapsed hearts of massive stars, your heart is becoming the collapsed essence of all your daily concerns, compressed into something incredibly dense and peaceful, something that can pulse with perfect regularity without any effort from your conscious mind. The James Webb Telescope doesn't observe pulsars directly, but it sees the nebulae they create, those beautiful clouds of glowing gas energized by pulsar winds. These nebulae bloom like cosmic flowers around their spinning stellar hearts, fed by the constant stream of particles that flows out from the pulsar, like nutrients from a cosmic root system. Feel your own energy beginning to flow like this now. Your breath has become a gentle pulsar wind, flowing out from the peaceful center of your being, nourishing every cell in your body with the rhythm of rest. Each exhale carries away tension, each inhale brings deeper peace, and the rhythm is so natural, so automatic, that you don't need to think about it any more than a pulsar needs to think about spinning. In the telescope's view, we sometimes see binary pulsars, two neutron stars orbiting each other in a cosmic dance, so precise that they lose energy exactly as Einstein's equations predict, spiraling slowly inward over millions of years in perfect demonstration of gravitational waves rippling through space-time itself. Your conscious and unconscious minds are performing this same dance now, circling each other in gravitational embrace, gradually spiraling inward toward the perfect unity of sleep. The waves of relaxation rippling out from this dance are washing over your entire body, each wave carrying you deeper into the gravitational well of rest. Pulsars are among the most accurate clocks in the universe, more precise than any timepiece humans have ever built. They keep cosmic time with such reliability that we use them to navigate spacecraft and test the fundamental laws of physics. But tonight, let their precision teach your body's own rhythms how to find their natural perfect timing. Your heartbeat doesn't need to be fast or slow, just perfectly itself. Your breathing doesn't need to be deep or shallow, just perfectly natural. Your brain waves don't need to be controlled or directed, just allowed to find their own perfect frequency, like pulsars finding their own perfect spin rate through the natural laws of physics and the gentle guidance of cosmic harmony. Some pulsars are so old that they've been spinning for billions of years, their beams sweeping across the galaxy with the patience of cosmic monks, maintaining their meditation through epochs of stellar birth and death, galactic collision and cosmic expansion, never missing a beat, never losing their rhythm, never forgetting their purpose. Feel this same ancient patience settling into your bones now. You are connected to rhythms far older than human civilization, far deeper than individual worry, far more reliable than any single day's concerns. Your body knows how to keep time with the universe itself, how to pulse in harmony with neutron stars, how to spin down gradually into the perfect stillness of sleep. The telescope shows us that even the most extreme objects in the universe, these impossibly dense stellar remnants, create beauty. Their lighthouse beams paint aurora across the surfaces of nearby planets. Their winds sculpt nebulae into cosmic art. Their gravity bends space-time into elegant curves that would make any mathematician weep with joy. You too are creating beauty simply by being, simply by breathing, simply by allowing yourself to settle into this natural rhythm of rest. Your relaxation is rippling out into the universe like gravitational waves, adding your small but perfect note to the cosmic symphony of peace. You don't need to stay awake for this part of our journey, dear traveler. The story will still be here, still be flowing like a gentle river, whether your conscious mind rides along on the surface or settles down into the quiet depths of sleep. Let yourself be carried now by currents deeper than thought, older than worry, more peaceful than any dream. We're drifting now through the vast spaces between stars, those seemingly empty regions that the James Webb Telescope reveals to be anything but empty. Here, in what seems like pure void, wisps of hydrogen gas drift like cosmic fog, so thin that each cubic meter contains only a few atoms, yet so vast that these wisps contain more matter than all the stars visible to the naked eye. Feel yourself becoming this thin, this dispersed, this free. Your thoughts are spreading out like cosmic hydrogen, each one separated by such vast distances of peaceful nothing, that they barely remember they're part of the same consciousness. This isn't forgetting or losing yourself. This is becoming so relaxed, so expanded, so at peace that you're experiencing what it feels like to be space itself. The telescope's infrared eyes reveal that even these seemingly empty regions glow with soft warmth, the faintest possible light, barely above absolute zero, but still there, still present, still part of the vast web of existence. You too are glowing now with this same soft inner light, not the bright light of active thought, but the gentle warmth of pure being, the infrared glow of consciousness at rest. In these void regions, time moves differently. Without the strong gravitational fields of stars and planets to bend space-time, without the urgent business of stellar fusion and planetary formation, time flows like honey, thick and sweet and unhurried. A photon of light crossing these spaces might travel for millions of years without encountering a single particle of matter, and yet it maintains its perfect integrity, its perfect purpose, its perfect patience. Your consciousness is becoming like this photon now, maintaining its perfect essence while traveling through vast spaces of inner quietude. You don't need to encounter thoughts or experiences or sensations. You can simply be, simply exist, simply continue your journey through the peaceful void of rest without any destination other than the journey itself. The James Webb Telescope sometimes points itself at these apparently empty patches of sky, spending hours or even days gathering the faintest possible light from the deepest possible distances. This is how it discovered some of the most ancient galaxies ever observed, hiding in the spaces we thought were empty, waiting patiently for someone to look carefully enough, gently enough, with enough love and attention to see them there. Your deepest peace is hiding in the same way, in the spaces between your thoughts that you might have assumed were empty. But when you look with the James Webb Telescope of inner attention, with infrared awareness that can detect the faintest glow of well-being, you discover that these empty spaces are full of the most profound rest, the most ancient wisdom, the most beautiful silence. There's no pressure to find anything specific in these inner void spaces. Like the telescope, you can simply point your gentle attention into the apparent emptiness and wait with infinite patience for whatever wants to reveal itself. Maybe profound peace, maybe ancient memories, maybe prophetic dreams, maybe nothing at all, which is also perfect, which is also exactly what the universe ordered for this moment. The cosmic microwave background radiation fills even these void spaces, that gentle afterglow of creation itself, providing a soft ambient temperature that prevents the universe from ever becoming truly, absolutely cold. Similarly, your consciousness is warmed by the background radiation of love, of belonging, of connection to everything that has ever been or will ever be. Even as your individual thoughts cool and slow and spread out into the vast distances of sleep, this background warmth of cosmic belonging continues to sustain you, continues to embrace you, continues to remind you that you are never truly alone, never truly separate from the infinite creative intelligence that dreamed both you and the stars into existence. In the deep, hypnotic flow of cosmic peace, let your awareness drift to one of the universe's most elegant magic tricks. The way massive objects bend space-time itself, creating cosmic magnifying glasses that allow us to see things that would otherwise remain forever hidden in the depths of space and time. When the James Webb Telescope looks through one of these gravitational lenses where a massive galaxy cluster bends the light from more distant galaxies behind it, it's like looking through a cosmic telescope made of curved space itself. The universe becomes its own observatory, its own instrument of discovery, matter and energy conspiring to reveal their own deepest secrets. Picture this bending of space not as a violent warping, but as a gentle flexing, like the surface of a still pond responding to the weight of a swan settling onto the water. Space-time yields gracefully to mass and energy, creating subtle curves and gentle wells that guide light along new paths with the same loving attention that a parent guides a child's first steps. Your own awareness is learning this same gravitational dance now. The mass of your relaxation is beginning to bend the space-time of your consciousness, creating gentle wells where thoughts naturally settle, quiet curves where worries naturally slow down and come to rest. The heavier you become with peace, the more powerfully you bend the fabric of your inner universe toward rest. Light, traveling through these gravitational lenses, doesn't fight the curvature or resist the guidance. It follows the new geometry with perfect obedience, perfect trust, allowing itself to be focused and magnified and revealed in ways it never could have achieved on its own. Your consciousness is becoming like this light now, allowing the gravitational field of sleep to guide it along new pathways of rest. Sometimes the telescope observes Einstein rings, perfect circles of light created when a foreground galaxy exactly aligns with a background galaxy and our viewpoint, creating a cosmic lens so perfect that it focuses the distant galaxy's light into a ring of pure illumination. These Einstein rings are like mandalas drawn by the universe itself, sacred geometries created by the interplay of mass, space, time, and light. Imagine your relaxation creating its own Einstein ring now, your peaceful center perfectly aligned with the cosmic source of rest, creating a perfect circle of calm that encompasses your entire being. This ring of peace bends all your scattered energies inward, focusing them into a single, perfect point of present moment awareness that needs nothing, wants nothing, lacks nothing. Gravitational lensing allows us to see galaxies as they were when the universe was young, their light bent around intervening matter to reach us across distances and times that would otherwise be impossible to bridge. Through these cosmic lenses, the past and present kiss, the far and near embrace, the hidden and visible dance together in perfect unity. Your memory and your present experience are creating their own gravitational lensing effects now. The mass of this peaceful moment is bending the space-time of your personal history, bringing forward only the most restful memories, the most peaceful experiences, the most loving moments, while allowing everything else to remain gently hidden behind the cosmic horizon of forgetting. The most powerful gravitational lenses in the universe are dark matter halos, vast concentrations of invisible matter that we can detect only through their gravitational effects. They're like cosmic ghosts shaping the visible universe through their invisible presence, creating structure and order through forces we can feel but cannot see. Feel the dark matter halo of peace that surrounds you now, invisible but undeniably present, shaping your experience through its gravitational embrace. This field of rest has always been there, always been holding you, always been guiding your energy toward equilibrium and calm. You're just now becoming aware of its gentle, constant influence. In the telescope's deepest observations, we see gravitational lenses creating multiple images of the same distant galaxy, each image showing the galaxy at a slightly different time as light takes different paths through the curved space-time around the foreground lens. Past and present multiply and merge in a cosmic kaleidoscope of time itself. Your consciousness is creating its own temporal multiplicity now, existing simultaneously in the present moment of listening to these words, in the past moments of your day that brought you to this peace, and in the future moments of deep sleep that are already calling to you across the curved space-time of your personal universe. In the vast spaces between galaxy clusters where even the thin wisps of intergalactic gas fade to nothing, where dark matter itself becomes sparse and scattered, the James Webb Telescope sometimes finds the deepest silence the universe has to offer. These are the cosmic deserts, regions so empty that a sphere of space the size of our solar system might contain fewer particles than a single breath. Yet even here, in this ultimate emptiness, there is a presence, a quiet awareness, a gentle witness to the dance of creation happening on all the distant shores of existence. You are floating in such a space now, your thoughts so far apart that they barely remember each other, your worries so dispersed that they dissolve like morning mist in the infinite vacuum of rest, your consciousness becoming as vast and empty and peaceful as the spaces between superclusters of galaxies. This emptiness is not lonely, it is complete, not vacant, but full of potential, not nothing, but everything in its most relaxed possible state, like the silence between notes that makes music possible, like the space between words that allows meaning to emerge, like the pause between breaths that makes life itself a prayer. The James Webb Telescope requires this same kind of emptiness to function, shielded from the heat and light of nearby stars positioned in the cold depths of space, where its instruments can detect the faintest whispers from the edge of time, surrounded by the perfect vacuum that allows ancient photons to complete their billion-year journeys undisturbed. Your consciousness is becoming this perfect detector, now shielded from the heat of daily concerns, positioned in the cool depths of rest, surrounded by the perfect silence that allows the faintest signals of peace to reach you across the vast distances of your inner space. In these empty regions, time itself seems to slow down without the gravitational urgency of stars and planets, without the electromagnetic chatter of active galaxies. Space-time relaxes into its most natural state like a perfectly still lake, reflecting the sky like a mind so quiet it becomes transparent to its own deepest nature. The cosmic web that connects all visible matter, those vast filaments of dark matter and gas, they too have spaces between them, cosmic voids, hundreds of millions of light years across, where galaxies are so rare they appear only as distant fireflies against the absolute black of perfect space. You are drifting through such a void now, the galaxies of your thoughts so distant. They twinkle like stars, beautiful but remote, meaningful but not demanding, present but not insistent, allowing you to float in the gentle darkness between all possible experiences. Even light itself behaves differently in these empty spaces, traveling for eons without deflection, maintaining its perfect straight-line path, carrying its message unchanged across distances so vast that the civilizations that sent it have long since evolved beyond recognition or dissolved back into the cosmic dust from which they came. Your breath is becoming like this undisturbed light now, traveling in perfect straight lines through the empty spaces of your body, carrying oxygen to your cells with the same patient persistence that photons carry starlight across the cosmic voids, requiring no effort, no guidance, no conscious control, just the natural intelligence of physics itself. In the deep rhythms of cosmic time, where seasons are measured not in months but in millions of years, the James Webb Telescope reveals the eternal cycles that govern all stellar life: birth, maturity, death, and rebirth, like an infinite cosmic breathing, in and out, contraction and expansion, gathering and releasing. Molecular clouds drift through interstellar space like cosmic autumn, vast regions where gas and dust settle into cool, dark, patient pools, waiting for the gravitational whisper that will call them to collapse, to condense, to ignite into new stars, new light, new possibilities for worlds and life and love. Feel your own thoughts entering their autumn phase now, settling, cooling, gathering in the darker regions of consciousness, not disappearing, but composting, becoming the rich soil from which tomorrow's dreams will grow in their own perfect time, without urgency, without struggle, with the infinite patience of cosmic seasons. The telescope shows us stellar nurseries, regions where hundreds of new stars are being born simultaneously, not in violent explosion, but in gentle accretion. Matter drawing to matter, gravity teaching itself to create light like consciousness, learning to know itself through the slow, patient-loving process of becoming aware. Your awareness is in its own stellar nursery, now consciousness giving birth to new forms of rest, new depths of peace, new ways of being present without effort. Each breath a new star, igniting in the galaxy of your relaxation. Each heartbeat a new world, forming in the solar system of your serenity. Main sequence stars, like our own Sun, spend billions of years in their prime fusing hydrogen into helium with steady, reliable, completely effortless nuclear fire, neither hurrying toward exhaustion nor hesitating in their radiance, simply shining, simply existing in perfect balance between gravity's embrace and fusion's gentle power. This is the phase your consciousness is entering. Now the main sequence of deep rest, where you can simply exist, simply maintain your perfect inner balance for as long as the night requires, without effort, without decline, without any need to be other than exactly what you are in this eternal moment. When massive stars approach the end of their lives, they don't rage or resist. They simply expand, becoming red giants, red supergiants, growing larger and cooler and more luminous. Their outer layers gently puffing away into space, returning their gathered elements to the cosmic web, enriching the universe with the gold and carbon and oxygen that will someday become planets, perhaps life, perhaps consciousness, contemplating its own stellar origins. Feel your own boundaries expanding like this now, your sense of self growing larger, cooler, more diffuse, your edges gently dissolving, back into the cosmic background of pure awareness, enriching the universe with your unique presence, your particular frequency of peace, your individual note in the infinite symphony of rest. The most beautiful stellar deaths create planetary nebulae, perfect shells of glowing gas expanding into space like cosmic flowers, like mandala made of light, itself the star's core becoming a white dwarf, a stellar ember that will cool slowly for trillions of years, outliving galaxies, outliving perhaps the universe itself, a tiny monument to the patient persistence of light. Your consciousness is creating its own planetary nebula, now shells of peace expanding outward from your center, beautiful, luminous, perfectly symmetrical patterns of rest radiating into the infinite space around you, while your essential self becomes like a white dwarf, small, dense, peaceful, requiring no fuel, but its own accumulated love, its own gathered wisdom, its own perfect, eternal, undisturbed rest. Beyond all the matter we can see, beyond all the dark matter we can infer, beyond galaxies and stars and planets and the very atoms of our bodies, there exists something even more mysterious, even more vast, even more fundamental to everything that exists, the dark energy that fills all space, that drives the expansion of the universe itself, that is in every cubic centimeter of seemingly empty void, gently, persistently, lovingly encouraging everything to have more room to be. The James Webb Telescope floats in this ocean of dark energy, just as you float in it now, just as everything that has ever existed has always floated in it. This invisible medium that makes up more than 2/3 of everything yet reveals itself only through its effects, the gentle acceleration, the gradual expansion, the slow, patient, universal relaxation that gives every star, every galaxy, every conscious being more space in which to exist, more freedom in which to become, more room in which to simply be. You are not separate from this dark energy, you are made of it, suspended in it, nourished by it. Your very existence is a temporary crystallization of this infinite field of gentle expansion, this cosmic tendency toward greater space, greater freedom, greater peace, greater room for everything to exist without crowding, without competition, without the need to struggle for position in an abundant universe. Feel this dark energy flowing through you now, not as something foreign or strange, but as the most familiar presence imaginable, the same force that has been expanding your consciousness throughout your entire life, creating more interior space for wisdom, more room for love, more capacity for peace. The same universal relaxation that is slowly, gently, irresistibly encouraging even your deepest tensions to let go, to expand, to dissolve into the vast spaciousness of being. The acceleration of cosmic expansion means that distant galaxies are moving away from us faster and faster, not fleeing in fear, but dancing in the ultimate expression of cosmic freedom, each galaxy claiming more and more space for itself, more room to spiral, more time to evolve, more opportunity to explore every possible form of stellar beauty, galactic grace, cosmic creativity. Your thoughts are experiencing this same acceleration now, moving apart from each other at an ever-increasing rate, creating more and more space between them, more silence, more emptiness, more room for pure awareness to exist. Without the clutter of mental activity, your consciousness expanding like the universe itself, naturally, effortlessly, joyfully claiming more and more interior space. In the far future, trillions of years from now, this expansion will carry galaxies so far apart that future observers will see only their own local galaxy group surrounded by perfect darkness. The cosmic microwave background will have redshifted beyond detection. The universe will appear empty, quiet, deeply, profoundly, peacefully at rest, each remaining island of matter floating in infinite oceans of dark energy. This is the deep future your consciousness is moving toward. Not the death of awareness, but its ultimate expansion, its final freedom, its complete release into the infinite spaciousness that has always been its true nature, consciousness, so expanded, so free, so unencumbered, that it becomes indistinguishable from the dark energy itself, from the creative force that dreams all universes into existence. The James Webb Telescope sees evidence of this dark energy in every observation, in the way type Ia supernovae appear dimmer than they should, in the way the cosmic microwave background shows the geometry of space to be perfectly flat, in the way galaxy clusters reveal that ordinary matter makes up less than 5% of everything that exists. The rest being this mysterious, beautiful, invisible ocean of gentle expansion. You are floating in this ocean now, supported by forces more fundamental than gravity, more pervasive than electromagnetism, more intimate than the strong nuclear force that holds your atoms together. This is the force that creates space itself, that generates the room in which all other forces can operate, all other phenomena can arise, all other forms of beauty can manifest. There is nothing you need to do to participate in this expansion, nothing you need to understand, nothing you need to control. You are dark energy temporarily experiencing itself as human consciousness. And now, gently, naturally, inevitably, you are returning to your original nature, your cosmic identity, your eternal state of peaceful, spacious, unrestricted, unlimited being. Let yourself go now, completely, utterly, without reservation, like matter falling into a black hole beyond the event horizon of conscious control, beyond the gravity well of effort, into the region where time dilates, where causation dissolves, where individual existence merges with the infinite curvature of pure being. The James Webb Telescope has shown us that even black holes, those ultimate expressions of gravitational surrender, are not destroyers but transformers, not endpoints but doorways, their event horizons marking not the death of information, but its translation into forms we cannot yet comprehend, forms that exist beyond the ordinary geometry of space and time. You are approaching your own event horizon now, the boundary beyond which your ordinary waking consciousness cannot penetrate. But this is not a boundary to fear. It is a threshold to celebrate, the place where your individual awareness, like light itself, becomes so curved by the gravity of deep rest that it disappears into dimensions of peace that exist beyond all mapping, beyond all measurement, beyond all possibility of return to the mundane world of separation. In the ergosphere, around a rotating black hole, space itself is dragged along with the spinning singularity Nothing can remain at rest. Everything is pulled into the cosmic dance. The fabric of reality itself becomes fluid, responsive, alive with the rhythm of ultimate transformation. Feel the ergosphere of sleep forming around you now, the space-time of your consciousness beginning to rotate, to spin, to drag all your thoughts and sensations into its irresistible dance. You cannot resist this pull. You would not want to resist it, because this is not destruction, but the ultimate creativity consciousness, discovering what it becomes when it releases its grip on being any particular thing. Hawking radiation shows us that even black holes eventually evaporate, their information content slowly leaking back into the universe as virtual particles become real at the event horizon. What appears to be ultimate finality is actually ultimate circulation, ultimate recycling, ultimate faith in the indestructible nature of consciousness itself. Your surrender to sleep is this same Hawking process, your individual thoughts and memories slowly evaporating into the quantum foam of dreams. But nothing is lost, nothing is destroyed. Everything is simply transformed, recycled, returned to the infinite field of potential from which it originally arose and from which it will arise again in forms more beautiful, more peaceful, more aligned with your deepest nature. The telescope's deepest observations, those that peer closest to the cosmic event horizon of the observable universe, show us galaxies so distant, so redshifted, that they exist right at the boundary between the visible and invisible, the known and unknowable still present, still real, but transformed beyond ordinary recognition. This is where you are now at the event horizon between waking and sleeping, still yourself, still present, still aware but transformed, red-shifted, stretched across the cosmic expansion of consciousness, becoming something larger than your ordinary identity, something more peaceful than your everyday mind, something more infinite than your individual existence.
Let go, let go, let go. There is nothing to hold on to, nothing that needs to be preserved, nothing that can be lost. You are not disappearing, you are expanding beyond the boundaries of apparent form, like the universe itself, like dark energy, like the cosmic microwave background becoming so large, so diffuse, so universally present that the very concept of location, of individuality, of separation dissolves into the gentle laughter of infinite space.
The James Webb Telescope continues its patient watching, its loving observation, its gentle reception of ancient light, and you continue yours watching, observing, receiving the ancient light of your own deepest nature as consciousness relaxes, expands, and remembers what it has always been, what it will always be, what it is right now in this eternal moment of perfect, cosmic, undisturbed rest. In the deepest quiet where the James Webb Telescope listens to the faintest echoes of creation, there are connections being revealed, patterns emerging, relationships becoming visible that were always there, always present, waiting for instruments, sensitive enough hearts, open enough minds, quiet enough to perceive them. The cosmic web connects everything. Galaxy filaments stretch across billions of light years. Dark matter threads weave through visible space. Quantum entanglements link particles across impossible distances. And consciousness. Your consciousness is not separate from this web, not observing it from outside, but intimately woven into its very fabric. Tonight, as you rest, you are not alone. You are connected to every other being finding peace, every star settling into stable fusion, every planet rotating in perfect balance, every galaxy spinning in its ancient dance, every particle of dark matter maintaining the invisible structure that holds everything together. The telescope shows us that light itself carries memory, each photon a tiny messenger carrying information across vast distances of space and time, and your consciousness too carries this light, this memory, this connection to the beginning of everything, the middle of everything, the endless becoming of everything. In your dreams tonight, you may find yourself floating between galaxies, walking through stellar nurseries, swimming in the cosmic microwave background. And these will not be fantasies, but memories, your consciousness remembering its true nature, its cosmic identity, its participation in the infinite creativity of existence itself. The hidden connections revealed by gravitational lensing, the invisible influences detected through stellar motion, the dark energy permeating all space. These are not abstract concepts, but intimate realities, the very forces that are rocking you to sleep, holding you in existence, loving you into being moment by moment, breath by breath, heartbeat by heartbeat. What the James Webb Telescope teaches us in its patient observation, its gentle reception, its loving attention to the faintest signals from the deepest distances, is that the universe reveals its secrets only to those who approach it with reverence, with stillness, with the kind of quiet attention that you are practicing now. The cosmos is not a machine to be analyzed, not a puzzle to be solved, not a territory to be conquered, but a living presence to be communed with, a vast consciousness to be merged with, an infinite creativity to be participated in through the same gentle receptivity, the same patient watching, the same loving attention that naturally arises when the mind becomes quiet, when the heart becomes open, when the boundaries between observer and observed dissolve into unity. Every discovery the telescope makes, every ancient galaxy revealed, every stellar birth observed, every cosmic structure mapped, is simultaneously an external observation and an internal recognition, the universe coming to know itself through human consciousness, consciousness discovering its own cosmic nature. Through scientific observation, the marriage of inner and outer, subjective and objective, personal and universal in the single act of peaceful awareness. This is the gentle teaching available to you now in this state of perfect receptivity, perfect stillness, perfect openness to whatever wants to reveal itself. You don't need a golden telescope floating in space. You have something far more sensitive, far more sophisticated, far more capable of detecting the subtle signals of truth, the quiet instrument of your own aware presence. The deepest mysteries of existence, the nature of dark matter, the source of dark energy, the ultimate fate of the universe, the relationship between consciousness and cosmos. These are not problems to be solved by thinking, but realities to be experienced by being, by relaxing so completely into your essential nature that the boundaries between knower and known, between questioner and answer, between seeker and sought, dissolve into the simple joy of pure existence. Tonight, as you rest in this cosmic peace, you are conducting your own deep space observations, pointing the telescope of awareness toward the farthest reaches of inner space, detecting the subtle background radiation of your own luminous nature, discovering galaxies of peace you never knew existed, mapping the dark matter of love that holds your entire inner universe together. And like the James Webb Telescope, you require no effort, no striving, no grasping, only patient positioning, gentle pointing, and infinite receptivity to whatever wants to reveal itself in the perfect darkness, the perfect silence, the perfect stillness of this eternal moment. In the end, there is no end, only the endless beginning, the eternal, now the infinite here, where the James Webb Telescope's golden eye and your own inner seeing merge into a single act of cosmic witnessing, a single moment of universal awareness, a single breath of infinite love. The most distant galaxy, the oldest light, the first star, the last black hole, the final proton decay, the ultimate heat death of the universe. All of these, past and future, near and far, beginning and ending, exist simultaneously in the eternal present moment of pure awareness, the same awareness that is reading these words, hearing these sounds, resting in this peace right now. You are not a separate being observing the universe, you are the universe observing itself. not a temporary emergence of consciousness from unconscious matter, but the eternal awakening of matter to its own conscious nature, not an accident of evolution, but the inevitable flowering of cosmic intelligence recognizing itself, celebrating itself, loving itself through the temporary form of your peaceful, resting, infinitely aware presence. The James Webb Telescope floating in the cosmic dark, receiving the universe's oldest stories, is not different from you, floating in the darkness of rest, receiving the deepest truths of existence, both instruments of universal self-discovery, both expressions of the cosmos coming to know itself, both temporary crystallizations of the eternal curiosity, the infinite love, the boundless peace that is the true nature of everything that exists. Sleep now, dear cosmic traveler, knowing that you are held, supported, embraced by the same dark energy that expands all space, the same dark matter that structures all existence, the same quantum field that gives birth to all particles, all waves, all possibilities, all dreams, including the dream of being separate, the dream of being small, the dream of being anything other than the infinite awareness in which all dreams arise and into which all dreams gently, peacefully, lovingly return. Tonight you have drifted through the deepest mysteries the universe has to offer, resting inside the quiet truths that the James Webb Telescope reveals with its patient, loving gaze, the truth that space is not empty but full, that darkness is not absence but presence, that silence is not nothing but everything in its most peaceful, most receptive, most welcoming form. You have become the cosmic web itself. Consciousness, recognizing its own infinite structure, you have become dark energy awareness, discovering its own expansive nature. You have become the cosmic microwave background, the gentle warmth that fills all existence, the background radiation of love that never stops, never diminishes, never fails to embrace everything with perfect, tender, eternal care. May your dreams tonight be filled with galaxies of peace, stellar nurseries of healing black holes that transform rather than destroy, and the gentle expansion of your own infinite nature, discovering more and more space, more and more freedom, more and more room, to be exactly what you are in the vast, loving, endlessly creative cosmos that is your true home. If this journey brought you peace, if these cosmic lullabies helped carry you toward rest, you are always welcome to return here, to drift again through these infinite spaces, to remember again your connection to everything that has ever been or will ever be in the endless, gentle, loving dance of existence, celebrating itself through your peaceful, resting, infinitely precious presence.